What's going on, guys? It's Toasty T-Man here. It's Xur week, as we know. It's May 19th, 2023. Let's quickly see what Xur's studying, and then obviously, I can see what I recommend, tell you what it is, and you can obviously make decisions from there for yourself. If you don't know where Xur is this week, he is in the EDZ. So if you don't know where that is, obviously just in the bottom left here of the map. And then simply here in Winding Cove, he's right up on this hill over here. Just take this fast travel point, and then you should be able to find Xur right there. I'll even lead you to him, so it just makes it a little bit easier. So let's quickly go find Xur. If I can stop stroking my chicken. Perfect, and there, you can see our tentacle faced man, Xur. So let's quickly see what he has for sale. Perfect, awesome. Okay, so it looks like Xur's selling this weapon of the week, Prometheus Lens. Very good in PvE, not so good in PvP. With the whole dual special PvE meta, should I say. It's probably, you can definitely try it out, give it a spin, does more damage the longer you hold down the trigger. Obviously reloads on kill, as you know. Pretty decent, but worth your exotic slots. I can't recommend. If you don't have the gun, you can just pick it up just to have if you want to collect all the exotics. Other than that, I don't really recommend it because there are legendary trace rifles that are a lot better for that slot where you can use the exotic slot for something else potentially. Hunters, this week you get Dragon Shadow with an incredibly good roll. 16 mobility, 11 resilience. Obviously you slap a resilience mod on that. That gives you 21 resilience, and you can obviously still masterwork it for the extra 2 stats. Discipline, incredibly high. Dodge reloads guns and buffs the speed and handling. Buffs your sprint speed and your handling of guns. Pretty good for PvP. Definitely recommend it. In fact, this is an incredibly good roll. I picked one up already myself, which is really, really good. Yes, with obviously having the dodge reload your guns, it means you don't have to rock the reloading dodge in PvP. It gives you the melee dodge, the side dodge, and then obviously reloading your guns. Pretty good in PvP in a pinch. Definitely a recommended pickup from me if you're a hunter. Also, with good stats, can't really compete with getting a wall drop. If you get a wall drop that's better, you can at me. Perfect Titans, you get Mark 44 Standardides, pretty good exotic as well for PvP as well. Sprinting gives you sprinting with any of your shoulder charge abilities. It gives you an overshield. Pretty good. Can't really say how it's gonna work with season 21 coming up, a season of the deep. Obviously, because when you sprint and you do your shoulder charge for mobility purposes, it will go on a cooldown. You won't be able to use it for a set time. So that's going to be quite a change. So I think this might become a bit more meta. Just running around giving you an overshield means you can engage. You can pick your fights because you won't just get blown up with that overshield. The stats, however, not the best, but definitely worth picking up for PvP. Warlocks, you get Felwinter's Helm. Yeah, I can't really recommend this helmet. Not really good. Bad stats as well. Look, as you know, I can speak for, should I say, Warlocks at least. As far as I know, this is not that good. Void 3.0, you've got so other different ways to make targets weakened, with grenade builds and such with the grenades. So yeah, Felwinter's Helm is just in a very bad spot at the moment. Really don't recommend. If you don't own it, however, I can definitely recommend just picking it up just to have. Legendary weapons from Xur this week. Vapicula, Season 15 hand cannon, 180. Not too bad, not the best rolls, however. Encore Harmony, could be better. I wouldn't recommend picking this up. Enigma's Draw, Zen Moment, Elemental Capacitor. It's a precision frame. Precision frame sidearms are not the best for PvP. However, they are definitely better. But if you don't have a decent, if you want to try out PvP, it's got a handling stat. It's got the ranged sights. It is one of the unique guns that do the sights, or the zoom, should I say. It's not a barrel mod. So yeah, definitely worth trying it out. You can do an arc subclass with this. And obviously max handling might be pretty good for PvP. However, precision frames, not the best. There are better precision frames, such as Buzzsaw, if you didn't get that from GMs about a week or two ago. Thoughtless, Snapshot Perpetual Motion, definitely a PvP role. If you want to try it, you're more than welcome to give it a shot. However, the reason why I would be picking this up or recommending this pickup is Season 21. the sniper is craftable. However, you do get the option in Season 21 to do harmonizing, where you can make guns a craftable, a deep sight weapon, so you can get a crafting pattern from it. If you're missing some patterns or are looking to craft it, you can definitely pick it up, use one of those harmonizing whatever, we don't even know what it looks like, harmonizing patterns, I'm going to call it. And then you can obviously, extract the pattern from it. Definitely helps, just getting the gun. Or is it this gun? I think it might not be this one. Ignore me. Okay, ignore the harmonizing on that one. I don't think you can craft this one. I might be mistaken, but I think you can craft this one as well. Perfect. Judgment of Kalgaroth. Definitely a good glaive, but I think you can definitely get the raid glaive, which is better than this. But yeah, if you're missing a pattern surrounded and demolitionist, they do work together. But glaive's not in the best spot unless we get some perk that obviously, seasonal artifact mod that makes it good. If you are missing a crafting pattern, harmonizing, same thing I recommend with Thoughtless. Brigand's Law, rapid fire frames. This is pretty good for PvP, however, it doesn't have the best perk. Threat detector could be decent, but yeah, not the best PvP perks. Does have range as well. It does have small bore. You can get an extra range stability. And additionally with tactical mag, but accurized rounds gives you that range. You can give it a shot. I would also recommend it rather more for the harmonizing, so you can extract it if you need a pattern or two, if you are looking to crafters. Shattered Cypher, a very old gun, heating up Adrenaline Junkie. Heating up, I think, does more damage as we go for final blows, improves vertical recoil. Not that good. They are better, should I say, MGs. You can just, if you want to use a Void, it is one of the few rapid hits Void SMGs, LMGs. LMGs are pretty good this season, as we know. Probably still, they're not getting a nerf, however, so they're still going to be pretty good in Season 21. However, yeah, there is commemorative if you want to, from Deepstone Crypt, that is a lot better than this. 900 rounds, yeah, not the best, should I say, not the best. And then finally, Lonesome, Slide Shot Zen Moment, a really good PvP role. However, again, we're falling in that precision frame. It's got Hammer Forged, it's got Light Mag, which helps you definitely in the range department. It's got range for days. I would definitely pick this up if you want to try sidearms in PvP. If you're not that kind of person, don't even bother picking it up, because you can probably max it out the stats with this. Because you can max it if you slide to reload, get max range. Hammer Forge gives you that increased range extra. I do believe if we combine all these perks, you do get max range on this, which can make be incredibly strong on a precision frame. However, again, it's up to you if you prefer to use sidearms in PvP. SMGs are quite dominant, but with the nerf coming up, who knows what's going to happen. So definitely worth a pickup, at least in my opinion, just to see what it might be like next season. Perfect. Going to the gun still further, we got Hawkmoon with Killing Wind. Let's quickly see here. The grip is textured grip. It's got decreased stability, not the best for Hawkmoon. However, Killing Wind's not a bad pickup, nor with Alloy Magazine and Corkscrew Rifling. You can definitely get better rolls. It's not a bad roll, but you can definitely get better rolls for Hawkmoon. That's more PvE one, should I say, PvP, getting Killing Wind consistently, obviously giving you more range. It's not the best, because Killing Wind doesn't last too long in PvP. But yeah, I can definitely recommend, if you don't have Hawkmoon, obviously, then again, just pick it up. Deadman's Tail, moving target, not bad at all, not bad at all. Definitely very good, obviously, if you do prefer to ADS with this. However, most people just prefer to hipfire with the whole Texas, this cranial, precision hits, just getting precision hits give you more target acquisition and range. And then obviously the mod, I do believe, hipfire accuracy penalties increase from the hip, stack the shots to, get further rate fire. Definitely good. I would definitely pick this up if I were you, if you don't have a good one already. It's not too bad. It can be a little bit better on the armor piercing rounds and the fluted barrel. But yeah, moving target just for the perk alone, I'd definitely say give it a shot. It is a scout rifle, pretty dominant in PvP. Give it a whirl, see what you like it. Definitely good with moving targets. Awesome, and then obviously just if you don't have the exotic ciphers, I definitely recommend picking this up. That's your last week. Next season we'll be able to focus engrams. So, picking up these, using these to focus exotic engrams, should I say, allowing you to, stack 5 of these. Obviously, we can only have 1 at the moment, but next season, I'm going to recommend you do these until we can get 5 at a time. If it's all available through him. If it's not available through him, then obviously, we can take it from there. But yeah, definitely get one. If you don't have one, just so you prepped at least with 1, so you can at least focus 1 engram. Perfect. The armor will go obviously into the Titans and the Warlocks next. But for the Hunters, it's not too bad this week. I do see here some Resilience Recovery. Obviously, we do want mobility, so it's not too bad. But a 57 roll, could be better. Recovery on the chest, too high. not too much we wanting. It's not stats. We do want the cloak. Obviously, it's just the cloak. The helmet. Recovery, pretty high again. If you do want a high recovery build, you can definitely pick up this week. However, not the best again. And the boots got high mobility, but the resilience, unfortunately, at least in my eyes, is a bit too low. Mobility is just 20 too high. If that 10 points could have gone into resilience, or, you know, if there was, should I say, some of the recovery went into the resilience, I would have definitely recommended these. But yeah, definitely not for the hunters. Yeah, don't recommend any of the armor for the hunters, unless you just want to transmog. But yeah, let's quickly jump into the Titan. Okay, Titans, let's see what armor you have. Perfect. The arms, too high mobility for your liking. However, it does have the recovery. If you do want to build a mobility Titan, which I don't recommend at all, definitely a skip on the arms. On the chest piece, I could say probably the same. The recovery, it could be more into recovery. On Titans, you mostly want resilience, recovery, and the discipline. Can't really recommend. If you want an intellect build, can definitely take it from there. The helmet I would definitely recommend. You do have high resilience, pretty stats, 20 there. You can just put a 10 stat into the recovery. But most definitely can recommend the helmet if you do want it. However, it's not the best recommend, but I can still recommend it if you're just starting out. And then Greaves or the boots, not too much either, nothing special there either. With a 60 stat roll, a bit too high for us. Obviously, we're wanting that 10 recovery and 20 resilience. Let's move on to the Warlock. And now on the Warlocks, looking at the gauntlets, I do see that it's got 16 mobility, 6 resilience, 10 recovery. Not too bad. You can pick it up if you are looking into a mobility build. However, we do want more resilience, recovery. Strength and intellect pretty high. Intellect being kind of a useless stat, to be honest. So pick it up at your own risk. Pretty high stat roll on the gloves. But yeah, not ideal, should I say. At the robes, we got 20 resilience, which is pretty good. Very, very good, in fact. So I'll definitely pick this up, even if it doesn't have the recovery stat. Got high discipline, high resilience, you know. You just put a recovery stat on that. I can definitely recommend the robes on the Warlock. Moving on to the helmet. It's got 12 mobility, 14 resilience, and 6 recovery. Not too bad, but high discipline again. So I'd say also maybe pick up the helmet. However, your stats are distributed between mobility a little bit too much. But still decent pickup, not still mid-tier pickup on the Warlocks. And finally, the boots. We do have our 12 mobility, 12 resilience, and then, yeah. So the boots, can't really recommend. Definitely recommend the helmet and the robes on the Warlock. But there we go, guys. That is your Xur May 19, 2023 weekly update. I hope this helped. If you're a new player, you're more than welcome to leave a like. And then, yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy Xur, get something new, and of course, stay toasty.